Incredible high-tech pig slaughterhouse. Amazing modern technology pig processing factory. Technology has changed the picture of many old things. Due to innovative breakthroughs, things have become faster, safer, and more sustainable than ever. Pig slaughtering is one of them, where technology played a game-changing role with unbelievable high-tech equipment and processing. Virus threats have been taken care of. Pork quality got managed, and other things were never better. Want to know more about them? Stay tuned till the end. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, we are going to talk about an incredible high-tech pig slaughterhouse, an amazing modern technology pig processing factory. Hit the like and subscribe buttons to be a part of the family, and don't forget to press the bell icon to never miss an update. With that being said, let's begin. Pig's fur is now dried to reduce weight and volume after being processed for meat, utilized in biogas facilities, or dehydrated and used as fertilizer. The slaughterhouse is responsible for paying the cost of processing this waste in terms of the energy needed for its treatment and disposal. The goal of the EU-funded Pig Heat project is to find a way to use pig fur as a substitute for gasoline, diesel, or electricity. The group was successful in developing an environmentally friendly and commercially effective machine. Reduced energy costs, resulting in more profitability. Already, many slaughterhouses in Europe are forced to make very slim profit margins. This is due in part to the high energy requirements for processing meat, but it has also to do with the additional costs burden imposed by strict waste laws put in place for reasons of both animal welfare and health and safety. Project organizer, Mr. Frederick Bigas, explains that animal slaughter creates a vast number of goods that cannot be commercialized, such as blood, bones, and hair. Since a lot of pig fur is produced every day, better management of its eradication lowers costs. Pig heat is a suitable solution in this case. Pig heat produces energy by first homogenizing the raw material, then treating it thermally, and then burning it. The result is a biomass that is CO2 neutral and has a high heating value. As all slaughterhouses have a system for the extraction and collecting of pig hair, all that is required to integrate the technology into the current infrastructure is to convey that hair to the pig heat on-site processor. The product is then stored, ready to be utilized as a fuel in a typical solid fuel boiler to power the installation's daily operations after the hair has been converted to fuel. According to an estimate by Pig Heat, their processes uses 14% of the fuel's potential heating capacity. Bigas continues, while acquiring Pig Heat does have an initial cost, the system's savings will have compensated for the equipment in less than 2 years. Our creative approach, which offers appealing payment modules, is going to quickly rule the industry, enhancing both the circular economy and competition. Reusing waste from meat processing to produce energy on-site lowers operational costs and improves the profitability of slaughterhouses. Consumers may ultimately gain from this if meat prices are reduced. Pig heat also unmistakably provides the industry with an ecologically friendly alternative because pig hair is a highly polluting residue. The team is attempting to further commercialize the technique by promoting it to slaughterhouses and by adapting the process to other industrial byproducts. A processing unit is currently in operation around Barcelona, Spain, that processes 3 tons of pig hair each day. We have shown that it is possible to recover energy from pig hair, and the final product is not damaging to the environment, according to Bigas. We think we can increase the number of items that can also be changed. There is already a lot of interest since we are working with a sector that is particularly motivated to save operational expenses and environmental effects. According to EU Regulation 92/102/EC, animals no later than when leaving the farm should be ear tagged or receive a tattoo mark on the hind leg. This will, at the national level, provide a unique identification of the herd. Identification of slaughter pigs when supplied and transported to slaughterhouse is outlined. The majority of European nations use a tattoo on the hind leg for this identification, which is administered in conjunction with loading for supply to the slaughterhouse. Figure 1 displays a case in point. Typically, slaughter pigs are just marked with the producer's number and not individually identified. Each nation is required to keep a database of all pig herds on a nationwide scale. Salmonella has been found in dressed corpses in amounts ranging from 1% to 8%. The levels of contamination of corpses at various facilities vary significantly. This is probably due to several variables, and various phases of processing are subject to differing standards at various abattoirs. Here, pork quality is quite essential. It is anticipated based on gene expression during pig slaughter and is thought to represent the complicated cumulative impact of several genes, each of which had a little role. Even though pork has a reputation for being inconsistent, extensive research at the mRNA expression, proteome, and genome levels is shedding fresh light on the connections between the quality of meat, specific genes, and functional activities in the muscle tissue. These investigations should be consolidated by the upcoming publication of the full pig genome sequence at 3 coverage in 2008. The pig business already uses several DNA markers to select for better meat quality. Currently, pigs are delivered to farms, transported, and CO2 stunned before being slaughtered, using a fully automated system that relies on compassionate, animal-friendly treatment of the pigs in groups. The pigs are retained in their accustomed groupings at the lairage, and afterward, while being transported to the CO2 stunning system using automatically operated gates. Groups of 5 to 7 pigs are shocked at once. The groups are brought into a paternoster lift before it is dropped into a chamber of carbon dioxide, where the pigs pass out before sticking. High animal welfare, minimal transport-related mortality, less drip loss, and enhanced meat quality are all advantages of this idea. Automated mechanical solutions are available for the majority of the other procedures, except shackling, sticking, gambrelling, and reading farm identity numbers. When the line speed is higher, a different piece of equipment is utilized for each procedure. Combination systems, such as those that include scalding, dehairing, and singeing, are available at lower line speeds. Before the advent of such technologies, life was fairly difficult. The majority of risks about the welfare of pigs being slaughtered are brought on by insufficient human expertise and poorly planned and built facilities. One of the primary conclusions of the most recent EFSA guidance on animal welfare throughout the slaughter process is that the staff's lack of knowledge and/or training in the slaughtering process is cited by EFSA as a major welfare problem. The scientific opinion released today is the most recent in a line of current analyses on animal suffering at slaughter that the European Commission has sought. It follows similar views on poultry and rabbits and suggests solutions to the welfare risks most frequently connected to the killing of pigs for food production. Late this year, a second opinion on cattle will be delivered. EFSA's chief scientist Marta Hugas stated, "The European Commission is evaluating the current animal welfare laws as part of its new farm-to-fork strategy to establish a more sustainable food chain in the EU. The scientific foundation for such evaluation will be provided by this series of opinions as well as others we will present over the coming several years." High standards for animal welfare also lead to better food quality, better animal health, less pharmaceutical use, and the preservation of biodiversity. A healthy food chain depends on healthy, well-cared-for animals. The thorough overview of pigs include the whole slaughter procedure, from the pig's arrival and unloading to stunning, bleeding, and death. When possible, it suggests preventive and corrective procedures for a variety of dangers that lead to welfare concerns, including heat stress, dehydration, extended hunger, and respiratory distress. Similar to the earlier judgment on poultry, the majority of the hazards, 29 out of the 30 identified, are the result of worker mistakes brought on by things like exhaustion and a lack of training. According to EFSA, preventative measures may be implemented for all risks. The site management is recognized as having a key role to play in prevention. The scientific views on slaughter are being established in conjunction with specialists in animal welfare from the EU member states and are based on the most recent scientific information. The European Commission will utilize the findings in talks with the World Organization for Animal Health, OIE, to coordinate approaches to animal welfare at slaughter. Before, there was a far greater risk of a viral attack. The whole world's pork supply was in danger, not just that of China. One of the several medium-sized pork farms with less than 100 pigs was the site of the first ASF incidents in China. A third of the pork produced in China is produced on farms with less than 50 animals, or in 98% of cases. The government was eradicating these small farms to make room for centralized industrial-scale enterprises while invoking ASF as justification. An industrial pig farm resembles a smartphone factory more than it does a tranquil rural retreat. Pigs in industrial pig farming are kept behind locked doors and under CCTV surveillance with little human contact. Pigs unintentionally consume one another, spreading and reinfecting their species. When human action is needed, people approach the area while donning face masks and sterilizing hazmat suits. Since 2009, NetEase, one of the most successful online gaming firms in the world, has been honing the art of pig farming. Its pork is now offered online and at unique Weiyang retail locations, dispersed across Hangzhou, China's software hub. New human illnesses like COVID-19 are beginning to emerge at the same time as our current era of optimization. Alibaba Cloud provides farmers with a means to use AI to assist filter through data. That's what the huge Chinese company Alibaba is suggesting. To change agriculture, it has released a new product called ET Agricultural Brain. It was created in collaboration with the Teku Group of Sichuan. Teku aimed to produce 10 million pigs yearly by 2020, but they were hindered by ASF and labor unrest. Alibaba's ET Agricultural Brain can now see, but given how much work had to be done to teach it, that is still a generous term. However, the reward is significant. Cheaply produced millions of pigs. Jintong had high hopes that Dragonhead agricultural corporations would help their small farmers by disseminating technologies. With that, we conclude this episode. If you found this video informative, give it a thumbs up. To receive a notification every time we publish a new video, subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.